Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. In this series we're going to be looking at some of the top reasons why you are failing to diet effectively. This series is going to be made up of 5 episodes, and in each episode we're going to look at 5 reasons that are contributing to you failing at your diet. I'm going to give you solutions by using my experience to help you move forward with confidence and help you diet successfully. If you do enjoy this video, hit the like button below, subscribe to my channel and hit that bell to alert you every time I post a new video every Monday. Welcome to episode number 4, where we're going to be looking at the topic of ownership. We're going to cover how a lack of ownership could be causing you problems when dieting, how omitting blame and fighting the process could be holding you back. We're also going to cover looking for loopholes and how jumping from diet to diet could be leading to you failing to diet successfully. At the top of today's agenda, we're going to have a look at how a lack of ownership could be holding you back when looking to diet. It says it in the title really. If you do not commit and take ownership of changing your lifestyle to facilitate dieting successfully, naturally that's going to lead to failure. When I say taking ownership, we're looking at committing to a diet for more than 5 minutes or reaching your first goal and sacking it off. We're looking at longevity, especially when you're looking to make big body composition changes. If you can commit and take ownership of what needs to happen to facilitate a successful diet, you're going to multiply your likelihood of reaching your ambitions tenfold. So how does this actually look when we're looking at failing at your diet? What we need to do is understand what the diet you have chosen requires. We need to put plans in place to facilitate that, and then we need to move forward ticking the boxes daily. In episodes 1 to 3, we've looked at lots of different reasons that are going to contribute to you failing at your diet, but I've also given you solutions to them. What I want to look at now is how we can make a solution to a lack of ownership holding you back. First things first, you need to understand that this is for you. You are looking to make changes to your diet to achieve your goals. So taking ownership of that and moving forward with confidence in yourself, that you are going to put effort in, that you're going to prepare, you're going to look to prioritize your diet. This is going to lead you to succeed. Now, there needs to be elements of perseverance on any diet and any changes you're looking to make to your lifestyle. This doesn't come easy. A lot of the habits you currently have may be habits you've had for a number of years. So if you think that by choosing a diet and saying that you're going to stick to it until you achieve your goals is going to be an easy ride, then you are mistaken. When you're looking at making changes, it's going to be tough. Perseverance is going to be your best friend when it comes to achieving your diet goals. Being able to withstand challenges and continue on your path when things get tough is key to success. You may be sitting there thinking, I really bloody struggle to take ownership of anything in my life. I'm putting other things first, putting myself last. This is what needs to change. I can't do it for you. I can't give you a magic pill that will do it for you. If you want to change things, you're going to need to understand where you're going wrong currently, what it is you need to do to move forward, and start achieving. Hit your first goal. Set a goal within the next couple of weeks. What do you want to achieve? It doesn't have to be massive, just something that you can say you've achieved, and that will get the ball rolling. You can then look at longer term goals and maybe an ultimate goal, whether that be weight loss or a general change in diet to facilitate better health. Understand this is a work in progress. This leads on to reason number 2, and that is omitting blame. You can so easily blame everybody else, the situations you come across, the environment you're in, but actually you need to understand that this needs to come from an internal desire to change your lifestyle. If you constantly look to blame everybody and everything else, it will be very hard to succeed. When dieting, there is so many things we're exposed to on a daily basis with food, with training, and if you're constantly blaming reasons why you cannot stick to a diet, how are you ever going to achieve your goals? So let's look at turning this around. The blame game needs to stop. So what are the best ways to nip this in the bud and move forward? The top reason to stop you emitting blame is to see this as a journey, and a journey that you're going to learn from. If you slip up, if things go wrong, if you find yourself in a non-ideal situation, learn from it and turn it around. Understand that it can only get better if you then face this problem again. Keep things in perspective. We're only human. Things are going to come up. Things are going to challenge us. It's about how you deal with them and come out the other side that matters. When you're dieting, there's lots of different things that you need to change and facilitate in order to succeed at your goals. So things like food choices. If you're currently at a point where you don't really have any structure, you don't really know much about nutrition, how do you expect to go onto a diet and the following day know exactly what to do? So give yourself time. If you do find yourself blaming others or scenarios, then clock it, think about it, plan your next step. If you need to, apologise to the people that are around you that you've blamed. Talk to them, be open and honest. Help people understand that are around you that you're looking to commit to a diet and you really want to succeed. Those people around you that care about you, that want the best for you, will hopefully understand that this is something that is only going to help you feel better. Naturally, if they do care about you, they're going to want to see you achieve. It's also very easy to find yourself in a really negative place when you're dieting for long periods of time. You can often start to feel sorry for yourself, that other people are eating certain foods and maybe not training like you are. But again, this needs to stop. All of this is a choice, and it's up to you how you want to move forward. If you want to achieve your goals, then there's going to be elements of, like in last week's episode, we spoke about hunger. You're going to need to change your food choices. You're going to need to take ownership of that. And this will only serve you well. So the elements of blame can also be tied into our next reason why you might be failing to diet. And that is fighting the process. It's only going to make it harder if you put challenges in place yourself that mean you're fighting the process of dieting. If you're constantly looking to find ways out of dieting, if you're putting things off that contribute to you being able to achieve the changes that need to happen in order for you to diet successfully, how is it going to work? How are you going to be able to move forward and actually reach those landmarks you've set? If you constantly fight the process, it's only going to make you feel incredibly negative. It's going to increase your levels of stress, which in itself can cause problems when looking to lose weight. And it's going to leave you feeling like you're in a boxing ring half the time. You're going to potentially lash out at your close ones. Your zest for life could easily decrease. And you end up in this isolated place through doing something that's meant to make you feel better. So what can we put in place in order for you to understand that if you do start to fight the process, that you have tools to be able to tackle this and move forward? The key factor here is that you need to understand and accept what needs to happen for you to be able to diet. Acceptance isn't easy, and self-reflection that you may need to have in order to make changes to your lifestyle can be pretty gnarly, to be honest. If you're currently not very set up to adhere to a nutrition plan, to take part in regular exercise, it's very easy to find excuses and fight what needs to happen in order for you to move forward in a positive way. Accepting that you need to do certain things to facilitate a diet, like changing your food choices, like potentially curbing things like takeaways, like getting out in the morning for some steps rather than having a lay-in. All of these things are going to contribute to you being able to make those lifestyle changes. So why do we always find it so hard to do that? One of the biggest reasons is that your goal is not important enough to you for you to be able to withstand those changes and challenges you're facing. So along with accepting that things need to change, you also need to understand that a goal that you have a true desire to succeed at is going to be an unbelievable driving force behind the commitment you need to diet successfully. How many times have you found yourself signing up to a diet and then straight away you're looking for loopholes as to how you can get away with as little effort as possible? This needs to stop. Being stubborn and thinking that you know best has got you where you are today. If you're constantly there thinking, I don't want to do this, I need to look for an easy way out of this, I need to look for a diet that doesn't take too much time, I can't be arsed. It is not the mentality you need when you're looking to change your lifestyle. It's human nature to look for easy paths when we're taking on a new challenge or we're looking to change something. But dieting doesn't end well if you look for easy ways to do it. Now, we've spoken in previous episodes about making it easier on yourself to be able to make these changes. But that isn't making the diet easy. Accepting that hard work goes into this, commitment goes into this, will help you on your path. If you notice that you're looking for loopholes, try to understand why it is you're looking for a loophole. So why do you want this to be easier? What is it you're facing that's causing you to hit those hurdles and those stumbling blocks? Is it because it's hard? Is it because you don't want to make a certain change to your diet and your lifestyle? Try to set aside time to understand why that is and how you can look at a positive effect from that change in order to turn this around and to be able to take hold of the change you need to make and put things in place. Our last reason today is jumping from diet to diet and how that could be causing you problems when looking to diet successfully. It's very easy to start a diet, achieve a little bit of a change, and then not see things happen quick enough, which can cause you to then jump onto another diet because you think it's not working. Your biggest friend here is longevity. Things take time. Weight loss doesn't just happen. And if you're looking to lose weight quickly, then I suggest that you reflect and look at what you're really trying to achieve here. Do you want to learn? Do you want to make lifestyle changes that are going to actually enhance how you feel about yourself, how your energy is, and all of the different things that come from changing your body composition? All of these benefits that you're going to feel are going to contribute to you feeling so much better about yourself. Why is it when you hit that first hurdle, you sack the diet off, you go on to the next one, and you repeat? I know people that have dieted for years and years and years, and they've jumped from one diet to the next. They've looked at potentially a diet that's in the media at the time and committed for a couple of weeks and then moved on to the next one. The biggest thing you can do here is look at all the different diets that are on offer. Take a bit of time to understand what each diet requires and look for a diet that's going to fit with your lifestyle and that actually appeals to you. Don't try a diet because your mate down the road did it. And I've spoken about this before. If it works for someone else, it may not work for you. If this is not realistic, it's only going to end up in a diet fail. And you know, there's so many different diets available nowadays, and it can be an absolute mind warp. If I can help at all, if you want to learn a little bit more about how I approach dieting and the different experiences I've had, then make sure you give me a comment below and I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as possible. We can all share our experiences and we're in this together. And if I can help, I will. But my biggest lesson today is take ownership, do this for you, and move forward smashing your goals. I really do hope you've enjoyed this episode and I look forward to seeing you next week. Remember guys, subscribe to my channel and hit that bell to alert you every time I post a new video every Monday.